Welcome to The Explainer. We're diving right into what is absolutely the most critical structural transition of the Indian economy as of today, May 4, 2026. Look, this isn't your standard run-of-the-mill policy update. We are looking at a definitive shift in the nation's very molecular and physical architecture. A global energy crisis didn't just cause widespread panic. It forced a massive, high-stakes pivot that is completely reshaping our physical landscape in real time. Now, right off the bat, 36,230 crore rupees. That is the finalized price tag of what we're dissecting today. But honestly, don't just view this as a massive budget for a mega project. This is a highly calculated gambit for geoeconomic survival. With those severe energy supply shocks in West Asia and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, the old model of running an economy on imported crude oil literally collapsed overnight. This investment, this is India's sovereign answer to that crisis. I want you to imagine sweeping along fresh asphalt, flying down the road like a drone trailing a massive logistics truck at 120 kilometers an hour. That is the cinematic reality of the newly inaugurated Ganga Expressway. What used to be an absolutely grueling 12-hour nightmare commute across Uttar Pradesh is now a high-speed 6-hour sprint covering nearly 600 kilometers. But here's the thing, the speed of the road is only half the story. The vehicles tearing down this expressway are undergoing a literal molecular revolution right under their hoods. Section 1. The Molecular Sovereignty Shift. We are totally moving past the days of minor, incremental fuel blending. We've jumped directly to E100 fuels, meaning pure 100% ethanol. If we zoom way in on the chemistry here, you can see why this is so incredibly difficult. Pure ethanol boasts a massive 108-octane rating, but it is an absolute beast to tame. It's hygroscopic. That means it literally drinks water right out of the air. So to prevent severe engine corrosion, engineers have had to completely overhaul internal combustion powertrains with advanced metallurgy and specialized polymer coatings just to handle it. So why go through all that complex microscopic engineering? Well, for the fiscal shield. To avoid catastrophic losses from imported crude, oil marketing companies need petrol to stay above 89 rupees per liter. But domestic ethanol, we're sourcing that for roughly 60 to 71 rupees per liter. And even better, we're swapping out water-heavy sugarcane for drought-resistant crops like bajra and millets. This secures sustainable margins for the companies, while directly enriching over 500 farming villages positioned right along the expressway. It's a win-win. Section 2. The Physical Logistics Artery. Okay, so we've seen the molecular combustion side of things. Now let's zoom back out and look at the physical artery built to carry it. This isn't just a road. It's a 594.27-kilometer juggernaut, stretching from Meerut to Prayagraj. Designed with a massive 120-meter right-of-way, it's a fully access-controlled 6-lane corridor that's completely future-proof to expand to 8 lanes. It safely handles constant sustained speeds of 120 kilometers per hour, locking 12 different districts into one unified high-speed economic engine. And you have to realize, the civil engineering required to make those 120-kilometer-per-hour speeds a reality is just staggering. To keep the road perfectly straight, engineers didn't go around natural obstacles, they conquered them. Imagine driving over a massive 960-meter bridge suspended directly over the Ganga, or a 720-meter span over the Ram Ganga. These aren't your standard everyday bridges. They are literal fortresses, purpose-built to withstand extreme monsoon flood conditions. But what does this actually mean for your wallet, or for the cost of goods at the store? Right now, there is an active 15-day toll-free window. Just look at the return on investment here. A multi-axle freight truck is currently saving over 9,500 rupees on a single trip. That's huge. But even after those tolls eventually kick in, the continuous high-speed uniformity totally eliminates stop-and-go traffic. That means logistics operators are seeing a massive 30% reduction in total fuel consumption. It is a complete paradigm shift for freight. Section 3. The Rebirth of Unnao. To truly understand the impact of the Ganga Expressway, you have to look right at its epicenter, the district of Unnao. Unnao is basically acting as the real-world laboratory for this entire transformation. It's beautifully embodied by Transganga City. Picture this high-tech 1,144-acre industrial model township. We're talking next-generation urban development with a vibrant green aesthetic. Mandatory green roofs, vast solar grids, and zero liquid discharge waste units. That means absolutely zero polluted water leaves the site. And demand is skyrocketing, guys. There's a massive e-auction for 578 plots scheduled right around the corner on May 11th. And the coolest part is that Unnao isn't abandoning its industrial roots, it's heavily evolving them. Historically, it's been a massive and notoriously polluting leather hub, but now the district is implementing Leather 2.0. Faced with really strict mandates to protect the Ganga River, these local tanneries pulled off a painful but incredible upgrade. By shifting from toxic chromium to advanced phosphonium-based tanning agents, they've reduced total dissolved solids in their effluent by an astounding 87.5%. Armed with this new gold standard certification, Unnao is perfectly positioned to capture a huge chunk of a $10 billion global market. Section 4. The Highway Intelligence Layer. Now, what really sets this project apart is the digital architecture that you can't even see with the naked eye. This is where it gets a bit sci-fi. During construction, builders actually collaborated with ETH Zurich to deploy specialized vehicles equipped with advanced accelerometer sensors. These vehicles scanned every single millimeter of the 594-kilometer stretch for surface uniformity and density. An artificial intelligence layer analyzed all this data, mathematically mandating an excellent rating before the road was even legally allowed to open. It literally detects micro-defects before they ever become potholes. And that intelligence layer extends directly to the drivers too. Think about it. When a highway is consistently moving at 120 kilometers per hour, your safety literally has to be automated. An intelligent traffic management system uses over 250 AI-enabled cameras to instantly flag things like wrong-way driving, but honestly, my favorite feature, the precision rumble strips along the edges. If a driver gets highway hypnosis and starts to drift, the auditory and physical feedback violently, but safely, shakes him awake. Consider it a highly effective built-in cup of coffee for the road. Section 5. The Strategic Defense Shield. We've covered the economics, the chemistry, and the engineering, but here is the final, absolute high-stakes dimension of this project. If our air bases are targeted, the highway becomes the runway. Let that sink in. That profound strategic foresight was baked directly into the asphalt from day one. In a conflict scenario, or say, if severe monsoon flooding completely wipes out local airfields, this public highway instantly flips into a decentralized military and disaster relief asset. And this isn't just theoretical planning. Right on the expressway in Shahjahanpur sits a specialized 3.5-kilometer emergency airstrip. I want you to picture looking through a night vision lens as a multi-million-dollar Rafale or Su-30 MKI fighter jet performs a flawless high-speed night landing right on the highway. They've already successfully run these drills. It's a first-of-its-kind dual-use capability in India that perfectly highlights the project's unbelievable military-civilian synergy. So, bringing it all together, we really have to ask ourselves, as the E100 flex-fuel Gambit fully powers up, sending entirely redesigned engines hurtling down a 36,230 crore rupee AI-monitored smart artery, are we literally witnessing the blueprint for the next century of Indian geoeconomic dominance? We've seen how a molecular shift in fuel chemistry and a physical marvel of engineering have perfectly aligned to reshape everything from Air Force readiness to a local farmer's income. The great alignment of 2026 is our new reality. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep your eyes on how this massive corridor evolves.